Alright, in this part we're going to talk about what you should be inspecting for the state inspection section of the skills competition. So, for this part, they will have somebody sitting in the driver's seat. They're going to have you just check for stuff inside the car by asking the person, checking underneath the hood, and walking around the car. Do not worry about going underneath of it or checking the brakes and so on and so forth. So, let's talk about what could possibly fail for state inspection underneath the hood. The first thing that you should check for is whether or not it has a battery hold down. Okay, if it does not have a battery hold down, you should write that on your list. A couple other things that could cause it to fail would be serpentine belt, if it has lots of cracks, right? Or if it's fraying, that's another thing that could fail. If the power steering fluid level isn't at least at the minimum, okay, that's another thing that it could fail for. Along with any types of power steering fluid leaks on the lines, and same with brake fluid. It has to be at least the minimum, or if you have any brake fluid leaks, that could fail for that as well. If you can easily see them, potentially the motor mounts would be another thing that could cause it to fail. Okay, next thing you should move on to are the wiper blades. You need to check the whole entire length of the wiper blade for both of them. You should also ask him to see if they turn on or ask him if they operate. Okay? Next thing, check and see if there are all the lug nuts. If it is missing the lug nut, you would write that down. Check for tread depth, right? Minimum spec is 2/32 or 2 millimeters. You could also tell by the wear indicator in between the tread. What you should ask the driver is if the window goes up and down. Obviously go to the front of the car, the back of the car, have him operate all of the lights, left turn, right turn, low beams, high beams. If it has fog lights, they need to work. Okay? You should check to see if anything is hanging from the rear view mirror. If anything is hanging from the rear view mirror, it can fail state inspection for that. Check for any big cracks in the glass. It could also fail for that. The defrost needs to work. And the horn needs to work. So have them operate the horn. Have them also operate the emergency brake. And have him open the driver's side door to see that it opens and closes. With the lights, one thing a lot of people forget are to check the tag lights. So do not forget to check that. If it has a rear wiper, check the rear wiper as well. Okay? And make sure to check for a third brake light. That's another one that a lot of people forget. Another thing that they might do is they might pull the gas cap. So check to make sure the gas cap is there. Alright, if you check for all those things, you should do pretty good.